the question. So we start now number 12, no? Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
Okay. Do you see whiteboard now?
Yes.
Do you excellent. Remember, we have again we are discussing compound inequality. Compound inequality. And compound inequality is two inequality separated by conjunction and conjunction or, and you need to understand very well what are the differences between and or. Okay, so you temporarily you forgot the and or, and you focus in the solution for this inequality, and after the solution for the second inequality, and finally we combine using and concept behind that. Okay, so I copy minus 3x greater than minus 6. My goal is always isolate x divided by negative 3 both sides. And you need to know that when you divide by negative number or multiply also by negative number, the inequality sign is reversed. So it's x less than 2. Because negative 6 divided by negative 3 is positive 2. Now this is detail. Reverse it. Reverse mean like that. Okay, reverse. And this situation happens when you divide by negative number. So you divide by positive. No, stay the same. You divide by negative, yes. Okay, likewise here, minus 3x less than or equal to 6 divided by negative 3 again. By the same reason you reverse it. It's minus 2. Okay, now, what is the final answer? My final answer is this. And this. How you represent this statement. My recommendation always is doing graphically. Always. This is my famous all real number line. Infinity positive, infinity negative. 2 is here. 1, 2. Negative 2 is here. 1, 2. Negative 2. That part is less than negative 2. So from negative 2 to the left. This is super easy to understand. It's to the left because this symbol looks like arrow, no? To the left. Of course, do not include 2. And the symbolic way to indicate this idea is parentheses. Now, the second part is this. Is from negative 2, but to the right, because the arrow indicates to the right, like that. And include negative 2, and just I put a bracket here. Okay, now, remember, and is the common element que share, overlap, both intervals. What is the part in which overlap? The blue one, the blue interval, and the green interval. Well, in my opinion, it's obvious que es in between negative 2 and positive 2. Of course, incluye negative 2 and do not include positive 2. Entonces, day one, que you are doing graphically, and you using also the set building notation. But set building notation is relatively easy. Remember, you open the curly bracket, you put the name of the variable, que es x, you put the special symbol such that, and it's in the interval between negative 2 and positive 2. Entonces, x in between negative 2 equal sign here because it's a bracket, and no equal to. Entonces, what is your opinion? What is the best option? The option A, B, C, or D? This is very, very confusing, right? Because A, in my opinion, A and B is the same, no? What do you think? What do you think? A, B, C, or D?
Yeah, A and B is the same. Oh no, A and B is the same answer.
Yeah, it's really stupid. A and B. Okay. Okay, the test has no multiple choice. This is the practice package, you know?
Okay.
Entonces, now, in the practice bracket, we have mistakes. It's A or B. So you select A, you have 100 points. So you select B, you have 100 points. So you select both, you have 200 points. Okay? Any question? What part is confusing? What part is tricky? Little by little, guy, you understand.
I didn't understand, Professor, the representation.
Come on. What part you don't?
I didn't understand the representation of the interval.
Okay. Let me explain again. Look. Okay, what is the representation? This interval. X less than 2. What is the graphic representation of this idea? This is 0, infinity positive, infinity negative, 2 is here, 1, 2. And this is the bunch of value to satisfy this condition. It's less than 2. The less than 2 is from 2 to the left. Okay, entonces, for example, 1 satisfies very well this statement because 1 is less than 2. 0 satisfies very well this statement. -1 and so on. Do you understand this? Yes or no, miss? Come on, communication.
Yes, Professor.
This is less than 2. The second one was x greater than or equal -2. -2, que the endpoint now is here. And greater than is, okay, where is the mnemonic device to remember that? Greater than look like an arrow point to the right. Entonces es to the right direction. So to the right direction is like that. To the right direction. And here no include, yeah, include because it's equal means include, and no equal here, no include. No equal here, missing, this equal is missing, and don't include, es paréntesis. Okay, entonces you focus in 2 intervals. And this interval, my question is, this interval touch or no? Touch or no?
Yes, Professor.
Yes, you see a touch. And we have a common part, both intervals share one portion or no?
Yes, Professor.
And the part que es common es the and, que es the in between -2 and +2. No incluye +2 and yes incluye -2, que es the statement que I try to explain. Clear, miss?
Yes, thank you, Professor.
Oh, my pleasure. You are excellent student. You get excellent grade. You study hard.
Just one more thing.
Please.
When you write it, bring it down a little bit. When you
Yes.
open the bracket x such that, then you begin -2 less than. Does it matter whether you start with?
No, Mari. Why? Yeah. Because look.
Because of the graph.
Yes. Okay, let me try to give another clue. You put here always the lower bound.
The lower what?
The lower bound. Lower number. Lower number. We have 2 numbers, -2 and +2. This is the endpoint, right? The endpoint is in our interval, in our answer. This is the time that we have a lot of students send me tests in another subject I teach. Entonces, he annoy me, send me the test. Okay, focus. And in our answer, in our final answer, we have two endpoints, -2 and +2. Entonces, you copy first lower number, que es -2, and you copy secondly the upper. Always. This is the proper order, you know, the elegant. Pero, okay, no, it's the only way. It's the only way. Upper
when
number.
You say the lower.
Lower is because -2 is smaller. It's smaller than. It's smaller. Lower, smaller. Okay, let's move on to the 13. No?
Yes.
13 now. 13 is a compound also, -21 less than or equal 7x -7 less than or equal 7. Something like that, right? But in this case, it's a compound, but one this is different, a little bit different, because this is called a three-part inequality. Okay, we can interpret. You can separate. If you want, you separate that part.
Yes, Professor, it's better.
You can separate that part, or we can separate that part, look, and you solve it separately. But no, this is useless. In my opinion, the best way is solving together when it's three-part inequality. Then you add in 7. -14. Bring down 7x. This is cancelled. That was the intention. Eliminate that part. And it's positive 14. 7 plus 7, 14. Finally, divided by 7. Both sides. This is negative 2. Less than or equal x. Less than or equal 2. Now, this is the solution in
Oh, we can hear you.
Yes, Professor, you mute yourself.
Yeah, he's not talking. I mean, it's the same as the previous one. Isn't it? I don't know.
No, he's not talking.
Professor?
Professor, you mute yourself.
God.
I don't touch this. You hear me now?
Now I can hear you, yes.
Yes.
Okay. You help me, guys, because this is complicated, I want to teach you face to face in front of you. Okay? I promise you, when I am in front of you, you understand very well everything. And you try to help me. It's hard.
I do understand the brackets and the and the parentheses and the whole thing. The thing is putting that on Alec. So in this case,
yes,
wait. In this case, the bracket is solid, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And the parenthesis is hollow.
Yeah, hollow. And Alex, I don't know why they're using different notation, because basically they are two common notation. You put like that, and you put like that, hollow. This is the technical name of this is open, and this is closed. Entonces this is the interval. You use in blue color, for example, like that. This is equivalent. This is Alex terminology or convention, and this is the most common in mathematics. Pero Alex, we're using this convention, okay? I respect. Different way.
Professor, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yes, Professor, you solve this part like you just like solve like completely. If I prefer when it's separate, when I separate
We
like
can.
solve.
We can. But I don't recommend. We can. If you want, I do for you now. But I suppose that we waste the time. If you want, I separate in two, and we solving. And after, but you need to know that when you separate, the conjunction that you put in between the inequalities and mandatory and. So behind this problem that you don't see, we have and, no or. Because you need to satisfy this inequality and this inequality. And you copy both separately, connected by and, solving separately, and intersecting. Yes, you can. Trust to me. You
get now that's confusing.
Why? Forget about. You understand the way I explain is much better. Trust to me, when you have three-part inequality, it's a little bit, not stupid, but it's a little bit useless if you separate. You can, of course you can, but no, I do not recommend do that. Okay, miss?
Okay, Professor, I didn't understand like you did it. That is why I asked you for another way.
Okay, let's do it another way. Let's do it another way. Wow. Okay, I want to copy again. Minus 21 less than or equal 7x minus 7 less than or equal 7. Okay. Okay. She want que I separate into pieces. Okay, let's do it. You copy it. Minus 21 less than or equal 7x minus 7 and 7x minus 7 less than or equal 7. Do you understand? So this statement and this long statement are perfectly equivalent. It's the same thing. Now you're solving. That's it. Minus 21 plus 7 less than or equal 7x. This is negative 14, no? Less than or equal 7x. Divided by 7 both sides and negative 2. Less than or equal x. But be careful. Because, bueno, no. This expression is not countable for me. Much better, in my opinion, is put x in the left always and negative 2 on the right. And when you interchange, you need to reverse the inequality sign. Again. Okay? This is sophisticated detail. This is easy. This is 7x less than or equal 7 plus 7, get 14. Divided by 7. No problem. X less than or equal to. Now you connect in this interval and this interval by and. Let's do it.
Can you scroll up a little bit?
I don't hear very well. Come on, speak loudly and clear. Come on.
I cannot hear either, and she's like muffled.
No, I don't. Okay. When she fixes the microphone or you typing by the chat is another possibility.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear now. Come on. See, your question is, Professor, what is the reason I do it that way? I am doing that way because some students ask me to do it that way, but I hate that way. Not necessarily separate. When you have three-part inequality, you solving in one shot. In one is not necessarily separate.
Yes.
It's your question? But let me finish. I need to finish. Okay. That part is greater than or equal minus 2 is that part. And that part is less than or equal to is that part. And the intersection. This is a good question. Okay. She asked me, how do you know when it's open or it's closed? Okay. Let me finish. It's obvious que the answer is the part que overlap this bracket, no? Que es exactly the same answer. Equal sign. Noela dice, equal sign. Do you see que it's the same answer, please? Look. We get the same. Answer. Okay. Let me summarize, guys. When you have greater than or equal, entonces bracket. Or that symbol, it's the same, equivalent. When you see less than or equal, bracket, or that symbol. So equal sign, bracket. No equal sign, paréntesis. No equal sign, paréntesis. This is a convention. You need to memorize this and that's it. You have no problem. Noela, definitely you understand the idea to separate or no?
Yes, Professor.
Do you believe que is useful or no? Or is completely useless?
It's useful, Professor, because
Okay.
the first way.
Okay. I respect any idea. But don't forget that we need to using and, mandatory and, because you need to satisfy one inequality and the second inequality. First inequality and the second inequality. Let's move on to the 14. It's clear? Miss?
Yes.
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 Okay. 13 less than minus 3x plus 4 less than or equal 25. Okay, again, we are in front a three-part inequality. In my recommendation is doing the easy way. What is the easy way? Not necessarily separate. Subtracting 4, subtracting 4, subtracting 4. This is 9. Minus 3x, bring down. This is cancelled. That was the intention, subtracting 4. And it's a 21, 21. And now finally divided by negative 3. Divided by negative 3, both sides. Every side. So negative 3 here. This is x, positive x. And this is negative 7. Ooh, and what's happened with this sign is reversed. This sign now is this, and this sign is like that. And this is the final say, yes, but no good, no elegant. Because normally negative 7 is the lower bound and negative 3 is the upper, no? So in the number line, we see we are doing the number line. The number involved in my problem is negative 3 and negative 7. This is 0, suppose 0. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7 is the interval between negative 7 and negative 3. Something like that. Okay, the idea is include negative 7 because it's equal bracket and no equal parentheses. However, when you express it in the self-builder notation, you open the curly bracket such that you put in different order. You put minus 7 because it's the order. Because this is the lower number and this is the upper. This is smaller than negative 7. Entonces, less than or equal x, less than negative 3. And this is the answer. It is the answer que corresponde with the option, I suppose que A, no? Let me know si I select right or wrong. I select right. I select right or wrong. Clear?
The answer is A, right?
The answer is A. I suppose you help me to select because I am bad in the selection.
Yeah.
Okay, super.
So one more thing on the line, on the blue bracket, that is a bracket because it's a negative 7 plus.
No. The reason get bracket is because we have equal sign.
Less than, right?
No. The reason que this is bracket is because in negative 7 we have equal. And in negative 3 we have no equal. This is missing. That is the reason. Okay?
Okay.
Any other question? Okay, let's move on to 15, no? 15 now. La quicha, no. Okay, no what, la quicha. La quencha. Do you want to see again, you want to take a screenshot or something or no? What is your question? You said no. No what? Oh, it's hard. To communicate with. Okay. I got it. I can. Okay. Okay. Thank you. La Kenya. Okay. She say que I can move on. Okay, 15. 15 is in two pieces, but now we're using OR. And OR is different idea. X minus 1 greater than 1, or X plus 1 greater than, no, less than 2. Uh-huh. Okay.
Now it's
Remember,
separated.
say again?
Now it's separated. Like they're separate.
In this case, it's given separately in two pieces. So this inequality, this compound inequality is given in that way. My recommendation is, I repeat one more time, when this three part is not separate, I recommend manipulate together. When it's separate, no, it's separate. So you compute separately, you ignore the conjunction or temporary, of course. You manipulate this inequality. 1 plus 1 get 2. And move 1 to the other side, additional. Here is exactly the same. You move to the other side, subtraction is 2 minus 1 get 1. Okay, so what is the answer? The answer is this or this. And how you represent geometrically this idea. Well, okay, let's do it. Okay, this is the whole real number, infinity, negative infinity, one direction. And this is 0 in the middle, 1 here, and 2 here. So this is greater than 2. Greater than 2 is, let me use a different color. Blue color. Greater than 2 is from 2 to the right. Okay? And less than 1. Less than 1 is in 1, pero to the left, in that direction. Okay? Entonces, obvio, sorry, I forgot. Paréntesis here and paréntesis here, right? Okay, entonces, si I want to highlight what is my final answer, remember, OR is plus, together, without repetition. So I need to find the bunch of value of the interval que satisfy this condition or this condition. It's at least one is good. The total statement is good. It's true. Entonces es obvio, in my opinion, when the highlight using that color is this interval together with this interval. Because OR is union. OR represent union. And union is plus. Put both sets together. See, we have repetition, you consider it one time. Because it's union. And no. And it's a little bit more picky. It's intersection. And intersection means common element. Okay, the part that both interval overlap. Touch. And in this case, not necessarily touch. Because it's this, the left part, plus the right part together. So you want, for example, express it more clear, this idea in interval notation. I don't know why I don't express it that. Is from negative infinity, comma, 1, parenthesis, union, 2 comma infinity post. Okay, this part, this interval is this part, this interval is this part, and together is in the entire solution.
Question.
This is it.
Yes, but
But don't interrupt me. Interval notation. Interval notation, but in this case, I don't know why this represent in another way. Represent using, entonces you write this statement is equivalent to say in the self-building notation. Curly bracket X such that, so you copy both. You copy both. It doesn't matter the order. The order is not important. X greater than 2 or X less than 1. And that's it. Come on, question.
Yeah, the question is, or never touches each other?
No. Sometimes touch, yeah.
Okay.
And si touch, entonces, wow, it's confusing, very confusing. No,
do we have to do all that? Do we have to do all that interval?
Well, and you need to be aware to express the final answer that there are basically three different ways to express the final answer in the inequality. One way is graphic representation. This is one solution, one possible to express the final answer. Another way is interval notation. Another way is this, que es set builder notation. So you need to be aware in the test. In my test, I prefer this way. But in
so the answer is D, right?
The answer is, let me see. Yes, you're right. The answer is D.
And so I can tell the answer is D because we checked the graph. Do we have to do all the checking, the interval?
Yes. Yes, both. Because the answer, in this case, they want you express in both ways. In self-building notation, they want you matching this answer and this graphic. For example, well, no, the other is stupid. The option A, B, and C is stupid. The only thing is good is D. Any question?
Professor, I have a question. If we are on the test, we need to represent in which form?
No, specification. In the test, don't worry. In the test, always I am clear. Yeah, specification. I want the answer in interval notation, or I want the answer graphical, or I want the answer in both ways, or I want the answer. Don't worry for this. I have specification. The answer exactly I want in the test. Just in case you want to make sure you get A+, you express in three ways. That's it. Graphic representation, interval notation, and set builder notation. Clear or confusing?
Clear.
Nice. Let's move on to the 16th problem. 16.
Microphone.
What happened? Microphone? I have a muted again? No.
I hear you.
No.
Everyone hear me?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. You know, this is another problem of the online class. Because the students have no good computer, good laptop. So you have no, but I hear, if you want, I give you the email address for the mathematics chairperson. And I hear that college provide new laptop for the student free for one semester. But okay. Entonces you need to adaptation to the new device. And entonces you have your own device that you appreciate so much. It's very, very complicated. I suppose that one day the pandemic is over, no? Okay. Do you see the whiteboard now or no? Do you see the whiteboard? Okay. 3x plus 13 less than or equal negative 18. Or we practice now or 3x plus 13 greater than or equal 18. What part you understand much better? You understand? Nuela is exactly my question. What part you consider easy to understand? Or an? Or, yeah, because it's together. Yes. Okay. Suppose. What is the answer between? Forget about this temporary. You have two intervals, blue and green. Entonces, what is the I want to highlight? Or. What is or? Well, or is everything. Because it's together, right? Include the overlap. And what about an? Sorry. And what about an? Well, an is the common part. This is an. End the story. More clear now?
Yes, Professor.
The power of the education is repetition, the same idea in different way. Okay, exactly what we are doing with your child. When you educate, you repeat the same idea but in different way, and little by little they understand. So this is exactly the same in every level, in every subject. Repetition until maybe this happens not only in the student. I am teacher, but I study every day. I study another thing. Now I read the article. I don't understand anything. However, when I read the same idea for another author, I understand very well. Okay, entonces this is, I don't know si es my condition in the moment or si the way que he explained the article is clear for me. Okay, this is the magic of the education. Okay, this again, we are from a compound inequality, two pieces. We solve it separately and finally connecting by OR. Okay, 3x less than or equal minus 18 minus 13. No? 18 and 13 is 31. You see, 20, 30, 18, 13. Yeah, 31. Negative 31. Finally, divided by 3. And remember, when you divide by a positive number, it stays the same, the inequality, no reverse. Negative 31 over 3. Okay, super. Let's do it in the second part. Exactly the same. 3x greater than or equal 18 minus 13. That's 5, no? 3x greater than or equal 5. Divided by 3. Divided by 3. X greater than or equal 5 over 3. Okay, entonces this or this. I have no idea. To have idea, always we ending in the graphic part. It's a classical in compound inequality. Entonces, well, this is a fraction. Weird. Hear that. Pero don't worry, yo put in my calculator. 31 divided by 3 is 10 point something, no? 10.3. Pero es negative, no? It's negative. Suppose here. Negative 10.3 repeated. This is this guy. And 5 over 3, I put in my calculator 5 divided by 3 is 2 point something, no? 1 point something. 2.6. 1.6. So it's 1 here. 1.6 repeated, yes. Okay, entonces less than or equal. Less than or equal. Let me use blue color for that part. Is in that direction, no? Less than. And of course, bracket here. Bracket here. And the second part is bracket here again because it's equal in that direction. Okay. This is the graphic representation. And the cell-building notation is, well, it look like similar to the option D, no? Que es curly bracket, x such that, and you copy both separately, connecting by R. X less than or equal minus 31 over 3, or x greater than or equal 5 over 3. End the story. The option D, no? Any question, guy?
Professor, instead of the brackets, I can represent with the circle?
You can. You can. Of course you can. Depending on the notation. In the handout I sent to you, the notation is parenthesis bracket. In Alex, the notation is circle open, circle full, or circle empty, or circle hollow. It's another notation, but it's the same idea. Okay? It's the same idea. More clear?
Yes.
Okay, your name is Nuela, no? Nuela Oliveira, right?
Yes, Professor. Right.
I remember you very well. 17 now. 17. Minus 2z plus 5 less than 3. Or minus 2z plus 5 greater than or equal 11, no? Okay, I focus in each inequality separately. Let me try to do my best. Minus 2z is less than 3 minus 5, no? Que es negative 2. Divided by negative 2 both sides. C, here negative 2 divided by negative 2 is positive 1, and you reverse it, the inequality. And this is my first partial answer. No? Let's move on to the second part. It's 11 minus 5. It's 6, no? It's 6. Divided by negative 2. C, entonces negative 3. I'll reverse it again this side. And finally, we're connecting this using the OR concept with this. The easy way is graphically, because you know, guys, one image give me more information than 1,000 word, 1,000 equation. So this is more clear. Visualize this idea always in compound inequality, que es classical. It's a 1 and negative 3 is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Okay, the first interval, I use always blue color. Wow, what happened with the blue? Is greater than, in that direction. In that direction. Parentheses, highlight that part. Negative 3 is less than. Less than is to the left. Include negative 3 bracket to the left. Okay, this is the representation. And the survey denotation is obvious que es this and this together, no? It's just repetition. X such that, and you copy this and this. You copy Z greater than 1 or C less than or equal to minus 3. And the ordering is not important. You copy this in the order or you switch the order, the answer is the same. So in your opinion, what is the option que corresponde with the answer? A, B, C, D. Come on. Selection. Hey, what's going on? Are you there?
Yes,
Wait, I'm writing all this.
Yes, we are.
What's going on? You're right. Okay.
We are slower than you.
I know. Remember, I am hyperkinetic, guys. I go too fast. I press the acceleration, but all the time. And then you need to press the brake. Professor, slow down. Okay?
Professor, are you being honest? Are you being honest right now?
What?
Are you being honest?
Yes.
Are you being serious? You have hyperkinetic?
Yeah. Happy. I want to do everything fast. I have in some specific job.
That doesn't help us at all.
You believe?
That doesn't help us because if you're going too fast, we're not going to be able to catch up.
Well,
so we have to ask you again, and then you have to explain again.
Sorry, this is not my intention. So I try, go back, I explain again. But this is my way. I am human, no? I am not perfect. I am not superhero. I am no Batman.
Well, now we're aware that you have it, and now we know what we can do.
Okay. Do you understand very well 17 or no?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's move on to 18. I try to do 18, no?
No, the 7, it's A.
It's A, no? It's 18, no?
No, Professor. The answer for number 16. 17. Sorry.
17 we did, no?
Yes, what the answer is A.
Yeah.
A as an apple.
A as an apple, yeah.
Thank you.
Minus 3x. I try to explain, slow down, but it's not my nature. Immediately I switch into the acceleration.
I like when it's fast. I don't like.
Okay, okay. Okay. This is the 18, no? Again, or, okay, okay, no problem. Let me try to do my best. I separate my problem. I pay attention, focus my attention in the first inequality. Minus 3x is greater than. Is greater than. I move 3 to the right-hand side, like a minus 3, no? And finally divided by minus 3 both sides, because my goal is always isolate x, pero positive x, not negative x. And when you divide again by negative number, you reverse the inequality. It's 1. And this is one first piece of solution. Okay, let's move on to the second. The second is minus 3x less than or equal 12 minus 3, no? Que es 9. Divided by negative 3. Negative 3. X greater than or equal, switching reverse when it's negative, division by negative, minus 3. Okay, now finally we're connecting this and this using OR. Okay. And the connection we are doing graphically always. Okay, 1, this is 0 in the middle, 1 positive here, negative 3, 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, the blue part is the interval between 1, but it's less than. Okay, less than is to the left, in that direction. You see that sometimes I use this auxiliary construction because I am not sure to highlight directly here. One possibility is highlight directly here. But when I have doubt, not clear, I am doing this auxiliary construction because help me to understand si overlap or no. Entonces this is paréntesis, ¿no? Paréntesis. Now, a negative 3 is in that direction. Bracket. But let me use another color. Bracket in that direction. And this is, in my opinion, very, very confusing. Because you need to connecting together the green interval plus the blue interval. See, it will be an. See, I change this letter, this word, like an. It's easy to understand, in my opinion, because of this part, the part in which both interval, blue and green, overlap. It's the common. But no, professor. It's an and, it's a or, it's together. And when you put together green and blue, what do you think happened?
They overlap.
Exactly. Because what is, well, in your opinion, what is the answer? In your opinion, what is the answer? Look at the multiple choice, A, B, C, or D.
Oh, let me look.
Take a look. Another participation.
B.
Absolutely. Absolutely perfect, because the green and the blue overlap and generate all real number. The answer is all real number. Look, I try to highlight directly on the line until the blue bar. Now I want to start highlight again until the green part. And you can see that the union of this is all real number. The answer is x such that x is all real number. X is a real number. Is all real number. Okay, and the graph look like completed entire line. This is clear or confusing?
I have a question, Professor.
Go ahead.
Just because like we have like the intercept, like for example, you go to the 3 for infinite and the 1 for minus infinite, it's all the graphic. So
yes,
that
all
means,
the graph is from negative infinity to positive.
oh, that means it's everything. So that is why X is all real numbers.
Yes, it's a solution. So this compound inequality satisfy all real numbers. Any number you pick, 5, you blew it in both inequality, at least one pass. It doesn't matter. This is the idea for the or. Or, for example, you have true statement here, and true statement is true. But if you have true statement or false statement, is also true. Or is very, 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 very flexible. See, at least one statement is true. See, one inequality is true. The total compound or inequality to be true. And no, and it's super picky. True and true, it's obvious que true. But true and false, it's obvious que es false. See, in and you must satisfy both inequality. In or no. In or you need to satisfy only one. And that's it, it's true. That is the reason que you can see, not always, but some example in which the answer is all real number, no? Because one inequality cover one portion of the all real number, another inequality cover another portion, and touch, and the total or combination is all real number. More clear now?
So, Professor, if we have or and we have this kind of situation, the X is always like real numbers because it touches.
Yeah. But depende si es and o es or.
I was gonna say that.
Uh-huh. Do you want
when they overlap? When they overlap.
Uh-huh. Yeah. When it's overlap and it's or.
Because number 13 overlaps.
Ajá, pero
Example
es
number 13 overlaps.
Pero es and. Pero es and.
Oh, it's and.
This is the differences. You're right, pero es and. 13.
And the other one is overlap and or.
Yes. Oh, this is the first case que you can see.
More confusing.
What part confusing?
No, that's okay. Don't worry. It's more for me to study. It's for me to find out on my own.
Okay, let me try. I suppose it's the good time when we need to do 19, but I bring another example.
Okay.
Completely out of the package que I have in my paper here. Que I suppose que illustrate a little bit the difference between or and. Look. Extra example. Let me see if it's good or not. You let me know. Suppose negative 4x greater than or equal 8 and, wait, now it's and, no, I'm switching, minus 3x less than or equal minus 15. Okay? Two pieces, I working separately, divided by negative 4, both sides in this case, x alone, switching, of course, reverse it, and negative 2. And the second, divided by negative 3, both sides, x greater than or equal 5. Because negative 15 divided by negative 3 is 5. And don't forget to reverse. Now we're connecting this and this. We're connecting graphically, no? Let's do it. And you let me know. I bring this example because you expect something weird, very, very weird, happen in this example. Infinity, negative infinity, 0 in the middle. The first is this, es negative 2. Negative 1, negative 2. Es negative 2, pero to the left, no? Include a bracket here to the left. I want to highlight directly. And the second part, green color, is green or no? Is green. And 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Is to the right, include 5 bracket because it's equal to right. Okay, entonces I need to connecting the blue interval and the green interval. Entonces, my question is, what is the common element between the blue and the green?
They don't have any common element, Professor.
Exactly. Therefore, no solution. No solution.
Oh.
No solution. Okay, the symbolic way to indicate no solution is using that symbol. And this symbol is empty set. Empty set. Empty set. Okay? Entonces, and suppose que you have two intervals. And this interval never touch. It's completely, what is the name of this? Mutual exclusive. So it's, si you belong to the blue, you don't belong to the green. Mutual exclusive, no? Entonces, never touch. We have no common element. The intersection and es zero. Es zero, no. It's nothing. It's empty set. In the previous example, in the previous example, we see the differences between or. Or is more flexible. In this case, we have two intervals and touch, physically touch, yeah, but overlap. But it's or, and when you put together without repetition, form the entire or real number line. More clear? Do you consider it was useful? This
yes.
Okay, a little bit. I tried to do
with
my
number
best.
13, yes.
Okay. Let's move on to the last example, is 19, no? 19, one line. 19. 19 is, okay. Well, let me erase the board. Erase whole thing. Okay. 19. 19. 19 is 2x plus 3. Less than or equal -9. Again, or 2x plus 3 less than or equal -1. Okay, let me try to do my best. I solve it separately, both inequality. 2x less than or equal -9 minus 3. I move 3 to the right hand side, -3, and then combine like term, is -12 divided by 2. Entonces, in this case, you are dividing by a positive number. Therefore, the inequality sign stays the same, but -6. And it's a one piece of information. Okay, the second piece is similar. 2x less than or equal -1 and -3. 2x greater than, less than or equal, -4 divided by 2. X less than or equal -2. And we connecting again by or. This and this. And this no or this. This is no and. It's or. To visualize, always we are doing graphically. Infinity, negative infinity. 0 in the middle. -1, -2 is here. -3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, this interval is this interval. Let me try to make sure I know, maybe confusing or no. I'm doing auxiliary. Auxiliary, remember, is you put a bracket here, but you highlight this. Not directly on the line. We are doing auxiliary construction. And -2 is in green color, maybe here. Green color, and -2. Entonces, bracket again, but to the left, no? To the left. Okay. Okay. Now, this is a crucial moment to thinking about what is the final answer, because we need to connecting the blue interval and the green interval using or. What do you think? What is the problem? In this case, the problem is the blue living totally inside the green. Yes or no?
Yes.
Therefore, when you put together, the blue is completely irrelevant because remember, it's addition put together but without repetition, and the blue is a repetition. Okay. Let me put an elementary example. Forget about mathematics. Suppose I ask you, what is the, state of Florida and Miami? Miami is totally inside state of Florida, que es big territory. Entonces, what is the union? State of Florida and Miami. I know that Miami is totally inside state of Florida. Now the union is state of Florida. Make sense or no?
Yes, it does.
Exactly. Therefore, the final answer, when I highlight using this color, is from -2 to infinity. I do not consider it. Well, actually, I consider it because it's inside. So what is the final answer? The final answer is x such that x less than or equal -2. So only that part is important. This part is important, but it's inside. You consider it inside. Now, in the graphic part, well, I did that. Okay. So what is the option that you consider is good, right? A, B, C, or D? Huh? In my opinion, C, no?
Sí.
Yes. Sí.
Okay.
Professor, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Because it's going to -2 to, because they're going to the same direction, that is why it's irrelevant, because the direction.
Yeah. Something weird, something like that happened. But I don't want generalize. You are doing your graph and you using the common sense. Okay? I don't want memorize 2 plus 2. No. No. Using common sense. Okay? You are doing the graph and you see what is the intersection. The intersection is from -2 to infinity. Negative infinity. From negative infinity to, okay, and the interval notation is parenthesis, negative infinity, comma, -2, bracket, no? Like that. Including -2, yeah, because it's equal. I mean, negative infinity. So basic is this interval. Maybe in black color is much better to see. Super good. You feel strong? You feel strong?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
And in the beginning of 19, 2x plus 3 less than greater equal -9. Why did you change the direction of the greater less equal?
Good question. You change the direction when you divide by negative number, but in this case, no. In this case, I don't change the direction because you are dividing by 2, que es positive. And when you divide by positive, the direction stays the same. When you divide by negative, the direction reverses. It's switching. This idea is clear for you, mister, or no? I can explain in a different way.
Yeah, I guess what you're trying to say is that when you divide with -2, then you switch the direction. But if there is no negative, then you don't.
Exactly. Super. Fantastic conclusion. Good. Guys, we have to practice. Yes. That is the reason that I encourage to you, go as soon as possible to Alex. And Alex, you see a lot of complicated thing, right? When you're stuck in one question, you inform it to me or to the tutor, whatever you want, whatever you prefer. Okay, don't hesitate. Some students don't want to ask me because believe, and then I understand, I realize that you are totally lost. No, you are studying. Students, I understand very well. Okay, you don't understand something. This is my duty to explain everything. And my pleasure, both. Entonces, I don't know si we spend the rest of the time doing something, or at least to prepare you for the next topic, okay, it's a little bit interesting. Oh no, what do you think? Enough? Too much?
No, Professor. I think we need more practice, I guess.
Okay. Ingrid, you have a question or no? Okay, you see, I lost you. No question? Okay, guys, entonces stop for a moment. Okay, I wish.
I'm back.
You're back, okay. I wish to have a nice day today, okay?
Thank you.
Pleasure. Anytime.
So when are